talking about one of my favorite subjects on the planet, and it's a subject of men and women and how they relate to each other. Now, for some reason, as we modernize our world, right, we become more modern humans, one of the things we seem to lose, is our sense of ethics and morals. And it's not really looked at. Let me give you an example, right? Sometimes people are like, well, you're old-fashioned in your views, okay? Well, let's put it like this. If the views were there, let's say 50 years ago, and men and women interacted a certain way 50 years ago around each other, right? And if during that time, the divorce rate was almost zero, and children grew up with their mom and dad, and you didn't walk out or go somewhere and see women continuously enticing men with their asses and tits and everything, pretending like it's okay, then whether it's old-fashioned or new fashion or whatever kind of fucking fashion it is, it's the fashion for me. And the way that I think about it is really simple, okay? I want everyone to do this test real quick, okay? I want you to imagine you have a daughter. You have a daughter, and your daughter is about to get her first Instagram. Salute, sir. Welcome, brother. Welcome. I'll give you a shout out in the beginning. As from now on, that will always happen, okay? I want you to imagine your daughter is about to get her first Instagram. And let's make her a teenager, right? Like, you cannot prevent a fucking teenager from getting an Instagram in today's world. You're fucking evil if you do that shit, all right? So, or you're a fucking Jehovah's Witness. Very similar, right? So you go into it and you're like, she turns 13, 14, and she has an Instagram. Now, I have a question for you. Do you want your daughter to post pictures and videos with little shorts and little crop tops and posing, basically showing herself, right? No, you don't want to do that, right? You don't. That's not something you want for your daughter. If you're a sicko, something's wrong with you, all right? If you don't want that for your daughter, then at what age, let me ask you a question. At what age do you want that for your daughter? She's 13? No. Okay, she's 16 now, 17. She has a car, she's driving. And now you look at her Instagram and she's now sticking her ass out. She's doing this, she's doing that. She's with her friends, jumping up and down. She's booty. At 16, is that okay? Again, if you say it's okay, there's probably something wrong with you. What about when she becomes an adult? And you go, well, and as an adult, she has a right. She does have a right, but that's not the question. The question is, as her dad or as her mom, are you okay with that? I just want to know. And some people are like, yeah, well, you know, now she's an adult. Okay, we'll go there. Now she's an adult and she does that. I wanted to ask you a question. What kind of DMs do you think, direct messages, she's getting, if that's what she's putting up? Right? Let's think about a few of them. You're so beautiful. What's your name? Are you single? Dick pics. Can I take you out? Any man's lucky to have you. What can I do to win your heart? Like, I could name all these fucking things. I'm not even the girl, but I've seen enough of them, okay? So she's getting that type of communication from guys, okay? Now, she begins to feel good about herself by getting that level of communication from the guys. And this becomes a reward system for her. Why? Because it feels good to get fucking complimented. It just does. It happened to me. A gay guy thought I was so hot, and I was flattered. Although I'm not gay. I just thought, I'm pretty hot, I guess. That guy knows what he's talking about. He's got smooth skin, good hair. He knows what the fuck he's doing. If I'm hot too, I'm probably hot. It feels good to be admired for your physicality. Of course it does. That's why we work out. That's why we get tattoos. That's why we eat a certain way, dress a certain way. We want to be noticed. But she's being trained that a certain level of attention at a certain volume, certain amount of DMs or whatever, is when she's okay at that moment. Do you see that? Now, let's move forward. What should she put on her Instagram at 13, 16, 18? Let's put it like this, okay? It's my daughter, and I realize how the world is going, and it's going through sexuality and whatever the fuck it goes through. And I sit her ass down, and I say, listen, this is what's going on, all right? Now, we've been talking about this for a while, and boys are really going to want something from you, and I understand you're a girl, and you're going to want boys and this and that, okay? Now, I don't care if you talk to boys. I care that they're not a bunch of pussies. So let me define the pussy to you. If a guy comes to you, and all he could do is talk about sex, and all he can do is that, and if he's being sneaky about it, like pretending like it's something else, you cannot talk to that guy. Why? Because he's a creep. He's a weirdo. He's fucking weak. He's pathetic. Now, if a guy comes at you direct, hey, you're beautiful, can I take you out, whatever, then I want you to notice something. Is he respectful or not? Is he respectful or not? How are you going to know that? I want you to check his Instagram. What does he say about his life? Oh, he's got 2 pictures. You ain't talking to that guy. Oh, he's got 35 pictures that are all selfies. You ain't talking to that guy. Oh, he's got a picture and he's with his parents. Then he's got another picture. He's with his friends. Then he's skiing and he's doing that. He's laughing in this picture. Okay, you have a better candidate. But here's the thing, young lady. Your dad has to check everybody out in the end. Oh, dad, please. Da, da, da. Believe me, every girl should want this. Every fucking girl should want their fucking dad or their fucking whoever the fuck their guardian is, who's a real man, who's not trying to fuck them, really, that guy to check out the guys she talks to. Why? Because as a man, and any man would vouch over there, when you know that a girl has a guy checking over her like that, it deters you a little bit. You become less manipulative. If you like her, you kind of got to push through that. You have to push through the barrier of the dad. Now, I've done that, not a problem. No problem, right? However, many guys will stop the moment the dad's in the picture. And those guys have to go. But what is it that we're talking about? We're talking about this simple principle, that she, as a feminine energy, puts herself out there available to masculine energy. And if she doesn't have a masculine energy behind her, then she's food. She's prey. She's literally prey. This is where the masculine and the feminine have to interact with each other. Now we get into relationships, okay? Relationships. You have a girlfriend or you have a wife, okay? How does that work? Same thing. Every man who wants to talk to your girl should know that you check that communication line. There's nothing hidden from you between her and you in regards to any man trying to connect the line. Oh, I was at the bank today and the teller, was a guy and, they were all guys, but I had to get the fucking money. And then he said something like, so how do you like living over here? I need to know that. It could just be an innocent comment, but she needs to tell me that. Why? Because she's relying on my protection. She's relying on her man to keep her fucking safe. Simple. I need to know who the fuck said that. Because if it becomes a second time, oh, hey, remember that teller? I was walking in the fucking parking lot and he walked up and he ran up and he opened the door for me. All right, that's it. That's it. Why? Because that's it. This is the end of it, okay? It's not going to go any further. Now, our relationships are messed up by these false values. And the false value is this. Women have a right to do whatever they want to do. You have a right, but it doesn't mean you're safe. You want to hear something funny? I was with a girl the other day, right? And she says something really weird to me. She says, have you ever had anything in your butt? I was like, nope.
What kind of question is that?
It was a funny question. Have you ever had anything? I said, no, I haven't had anything in my butt. What do you mean? She goes, well, do you know that there's all these nerve endings on the butthole that make a guy feel good, this and this and that? I was like, well, yeah, when I take a shit, it feels good. That's probably what it is, right? But it's like, okay. And then she's like, yeah, but have you, do you know how good it feels? And then I stopped her. I said, are you telling me that because something feels good, I'm supposed to do it? And she stopped. She hadn't thought about it. And she's like, no. I said, I said, you're convincing me by something in my butt would feel good. I said, how many other fucking things feel good out there that I don't actually fucking do? I bet you if I did some heroin, I'd feel fucking good about it. I bet you if I did this and that, I'd feel good. There's a million things I can do to fucking feel good. Is that how we're supposed to make decisions? Because it feels good? It's the same thing. Well, a woman has a right. Yes, she does have a right to do that. But it doesn't mean she should. It doesn't mean she should. You have a right to do whatever the fuck you want to do. It doesn't mean you should do it. You have to be smart. You got to use your fucking mind. Look, the question arises from women to me. So where do I meet guys? Well, here, RMC Nation. This is really the answer. But outside of that, you find an activity and you join the activity. And in that activity, You meet people like yoga, surfing. I don't care what the fuck you like to do. Geraldine, you look great. Yep. You pick up some activity and you move forward with it. Now, you're going to be shit out of luck if your guy doesn't study my stuff. Because he's going to lie to you. He's just going to lie to you. We're like the first men that are literally standing up and saying, no, we're going to have multiple women. That's what it is. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. But there's an exchange to it. We'll take care of you this way and that way and whatever. Once again, I've proven, again in present time, that a girl who had said to me before, oh my God, I don't understand, I would never be with a guy who's with multiple women, is now in love with me. Straight up, done. When she said that, did I flinch? Did I go, oh, well, we should stop talking? I just laughed. I said, yeah, I bet. And we move forward. Women don't have a problem with a powerful man being with multiple women if he's honest and takes care of her and doesn't leave her. Those things have to be in there. Powerful man who's honest, doesn't lie to her, takes care of her and won't leave her. If she feels like you're going to leave her, she's going to have a problem. If you're not honest, she's going to have a problem. If you're weak, she's going to have a fucking problem. All of these factors need to be there. Now, the exciting thing about this is, as men, we want this. Those are qualities I want. I want to be honest, I want to be strong, and I want to be able to commit. Loyalty is royalty. If I say to somebody, you're my girl, you're my girl, I want my word to be my bond, and my bond is my life, and that's the way it is. It's just what it is. So we have these false values, right? I put up this thing on my Instagram about some girl who would ask me to have a threesome, and I said no. Okay, and it's interesting because one of these ideas, and I'm going to share with you because I know a lot of guys, you think it's sexy for two girls to make out with each other, but I want to invite you to look at this with me a little bit more. Okay, I want to invite you to look at me like this. You're watching two girls make out with each other, then you might as well watch two guys make out with each other. And you go, no, but I don't like guys. I understand that. I understand you don't like guys. But do you like girls on girls or do you like girls on you? Like, do you want a girl to kiss you and fuck you and suck you and love you? Or do you want to see her with another girl because the visual of a tit touching a tit is that exciting to you? Now, it can be that exciting, but you now need to realize you are thirsty for the human body. Mm. The human flesh has been taken from you so much, right, that you can't even focus. I think one of the funniest things that happened to me one time was I was with a girl and, whatever, I'm seducing her and time's going forward, blah, blah, blah. And at some point, we were going to watch TV and she fucking, whatever, I don't want to get into details, but I can tell you this. At some point, she takes off her fucking shirt and she's completely topless, right? She's in her jeans, topless. And she comes and she sits, she straddles me. Well, it just happened to be that I was watching a really fucking good show at that time. Okay? And this was a new girl. It wasn't like a girlfriend or anything where I felt super comfortable with like that. But I was watching a really fucking good show. So as she was straddling me, I was like this. Looking past at the show. It was an important part. And then I started playing with her titties while I was watching the show. And then it dawned on me later. I was like, man, I wonder what it was like to have been her. I mean, she's sitting on me, she takes off her shirt, and I'm like this, right? And she says something like, are my nipples too big or some shit? I was like, all nipples are different, I don't know. Like, it doesn't, like, who gives a shit? But imagine the other one, where you're just like, oh my God, like, wow. Now, what if you got that going on? Well, you need to know that's where you are, okay? And what do you do to fix that? You go find a place that prostitution is legal. And you gather your money and you just start buying prostitutes. Left and right and left and right, and you own that shit like it's nobody's business. Where you going, Jack? I'm going to the brothel where the prostitutes are. What? Why? Because I'm going to get myself some titties and out. Well, can't you get a regular girl? I probably can, but that's not what I'm going for. Arash gave me an exercise, okay? I have to become desensitized to the titties and the ass. So a big part of this art form that I do is I'm desensitized to their body and their beauty. I was telling a few of my girlfriends this over the weekend. I said, you know, when I look at a beautiful girl, I haven't really seen a super beautiful girl recently. Like, it's like, doesn't, like, you know, it's just not all that. Because the standard has dropped. I went the illegal route, okay. The standard has dropped. Where if a woman has big tits, she's fine, no matter how fat she is. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That bitch looks like a warthog. Now, if you're a fat guy and she's a fat girl, congratulations. You guys should seek each other out and go, fuck, beautiful. Have a little fat baby together. It's not a problem. You match each other. The problem I have is when the not fat guy will look at the fucking fat girl and give her the right attention. No, dude. You got to go to the gym, bitch. Why? Because you don't take any pride in yourself. That's fucking weird. Right? Like, have you looked at yourself? Or a girl will walk around with completely no makeup, hair fucked up, whatever. She'll put up a fucking Instagram and everybody says how beautiful she is. Look, she's not beautiful like that, guys. She's not beautiful like that, okay? Men are better looking than women without makeup. It's a fact. We have better skin. We have better cheekbones. We have everything better. It's so rare to find a better looking woman that's crazy. Okay? Think about this shit. So, yeah, I'm on Zoom. So click the link in the bio and come over here. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to take some questions, okay? So what is required to become successful on this plane? This is my idea. You're going to try it out with money. You're going to try it out with women. You're going to try it out with power. You're going to try it out with whatever. Here it is. That thing that you seek, that you want so bad, you literally have to become desensitized to it. Then you could have it. Because until then, it excites you way too much. And when it excites you that much, it's fucking weird. You're not going to act right. So on this plane, it's an interesting game. You only have things that you don't really, really want. And when you really, really want it, you can't have it. And this is where visualization and mantras come in, and affirmations. When you do these things right, and I do teach them in my mentorship class, when you do these things right, you begin to experience life as if you have these things. After a while, your neurology in your brain that doesn't know the difference between what you imagine and what's real, it's been months and years of doing this thing. And after a while, when you think about that person or you think about that money or whatever, it doesn't bubble up all this excitement. It's a matter of fact. You could have everything that's yours as a matter of fact. But what's not a matter of fact, you can't have. Think about what I just said for a second. So we energetically block our own way by becoming too excitable or too nervous about that thing that we require so much. So I'll give you another example in seduction. If the girl feels that you're too excited to be with her, when not when you're together and she's in love with you, that's different. Prior to that, right? Then that prevents her from getting with you. But if she feels that you're pretty cool about it, you could take it or leave it, and you have other options, your attraction goes way up the roof. What about sales and clients, right? You have to get that sale. You have to get that sale. You have to get that sale. If you don't fucking get that sale, you're not going to eat. Versus, I don't give a fuck if I don't get this sale. Why? Because I'm going to get another fucking sale. One will transfer a different emotion to the customer. The other one is so needy. Neediness is anti-seductive in this game. Non-needy is what you try to go for. You try to be non-needy at all. Now, we're suffering because we allowed the sheep now are making sure that the other people, the other sheep really, are not getting out of the sheep pen. So all the doors are open. One sheep starts to walk out. All the sheep, where are you going? Look at you. Okay, shame. Shame has become the name of the game. Shame everybody. Shame everybody. Except who needs to be shamed. Who does need to be shamed? Let me go over some people that we could shame on you. Shame on you if you're lazy and not working. Shame on you. You should be shamed. I'm okay with that shit. Like, you don't have a protection of somebody who does fucking work 2-3 fucking hour jobs a day. You can't be like, well, what, you're fucking judging me just because I don't have a job? Yeah, judging you because you don't have a job, because you're a lazy fuck. That's why. That's why, because you don't do shit. What about people who don't study, who don't read? They're fucking ignorant. Have you ever asked yourself, when was the last book you read? And how do you know what you know if you didn't read a book? You're an adult. How do you know what you know about whatever the fuck you know? You picked it up at 6, 7, 8, 10? Who taught you that? Some preacher? Some stupid non-existent parent? What about the fact that over 80% of our fucking guys are being raised by single mothers? And so that they go around acting like bitches. What does a woman do when she gets upset? She gets super emotional. What do guys do these days when they get super upset? They get super emotional. Well, they saw their fucking mom. They don't have a reference of a man being there controlling his emotions. Today I was thinking about my dad, who's 77. Shout out to my dad. And I was trying to remember when I saw fear in my dad's face. Okay? And I could not come up with one instant of me ever looking at my dad and seeing him afraid. I've seen him sad, seen him angry, seen him happy. But I've never seen him afraid. I've never seen my dad show fear. I'm sure he's been afraid. He's a human being. So it's interesting because fear is that thing that I don't fucking deal with. I won't show it, and if I do, I fucking get angry. But I have a reference for that. Okay? All right, wrapping this up. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to really first begin to exert a little bit of influence over our environment. Like, the people around you need to shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, if you're a guy and you haven't verbally stated that you like to be with multiple women on your Instagram or Facebook, you're way behind. You haven't reached level 0 yet of where I'm at. I'm at level 1,000. Okay? How do you do that? I have a confession to make, ladies and gentlemen. It's a video. 1 minute. I'm a man. Healthy man. Then name your stats. I'm 27. I'm strong. I'm a fighter. I'm a musician. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a whatever. And up until today, I've been subjected to the lie of society and pretended like it was okay. So I would like to make a formal statement, and anybody who would like to unfollow me, do it now. I, as a man, enjoy the sexual company of multiple women. And it doesn't mean that I can't love a woman or 2 or 3. I can. It's been done many times through history. It's being done right now by this guy, Z fucking B. So I'm stating this, that from now on, anybody who interacts with me knows this. Because I'm tired of pretending that's not true. Now you're going to get a bunch of people clapping for you. You'll be surprised. And many people will hate on you. But you need to get rid of them. Why? Because they are preventing you from going. So you make an announcement like that. If you're a woman, you make a video. Hello, my name is so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. And up until now, I've been the subject of feminism and brainwashed and beat up and battered and bruised by that idea. I'm here to announce that I love being a woman and I love that men are men. I love being soft and feminine and submissive to a man who's strong. I like to be taken care of. I don't think I'm equal to any fucking man, and I don't want to be. Okay? Because it's not true. That's who I am. I like wearing makeup. I like being pretty. I like thinking princess. I think girls should wear pink, boys should wear blue. That's what I think. And that's my Instagram. And if you don't like it, then please fuck off right now. And you begin now. Because this communication, that's it. Just fuck you. That's fuck you. That's the end of it. I'm waiting for the next one. You begin this communication, begins your life. Because until then, you're always hiding that shit. Now you get called into the boss's office, and that's the problem. You have a boss, and the boss says to you, you know, somebody told me that you saw your Instagram, and I don't really appreciate it, you know, like we're professionals. Hey. Keep my Instagram out of your mouth. Tell them not to follow. I'm here to do my job. Are you valuing me on my job or my Instagram? Watch your discrimination right now. You use their weapons against them. Are you judging me? Are you discriminating against me? Are you telling me that I can't speak my mind freely, that you're gonna judge me based on my personal beliefs? Oh, no, well, I'm just saying, you know, people, no, I'm telling you what you're saying. You're telling me that my Instagram somehow is affecting my work, and it's not. And whoever is telling you that, that person needs to be fired. So since you came to me with that, you need to tell me who it is, because you can't just accuse me by thin air. As far as I'm concerned, it may be you. Are you the one with the problem? Well, no, I don't have a problem. You don't have a problem? Then why are you talking to me? And you begin to stand up for yourself. And you go, well, what if I get fired? You were going to get fired anyways. You were about to be fired. But this time, with what you said, you may not get fired, actually. Or if you do, that noise you make will allow you to get somewhere else. Trust me. Because you need to get back your power. You need to be strong again. You need to stop walking around with your shoulders hunched over and looking down and whispering about your ideas. Why? I mean, if you're in America, fucking congratulations. We get to speak, okay? Don't listen to these fucks that say there's no freedom of blah, blah, blah. I've been all around the world. America's got the most freedom out of anywhere I've been. Trust me. All countries suck dick, big time. Your country, wherever you are, if it's not America, sucks big fucking dick. Been there. It's terrible. France is terrible. Germany is terrible. Middle East is fucking terrible. All those fucking places suck fucking dick. And you wouldn't catch me dead in fucking Japan, where everyone's a fucking sardine going to work and you got the highest suicide rate. Yeah, but Tokyo's so beautiful. Fuck your beauty. I don't need it. I need a fucking roof over my head. I need my friends. I need a fucking computer, and I'm good to go. Fuck you. I'm not here to sightsee the world. I'm here to fucking make a statement and do some shit in my life. Get some real fucking values going. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I've noticed on Instagram and Facebook where there's a lot of women posting about how a real man would only stick with one woman and be loyal to one woman and stuff like that. And I just said, so according to your logic, if a real man is with one woman, then a man that's with multiple women is not a real man. But yet, the man that's with one woman goes against his own nature. So the real man goes against his nature, and it just crushed it. And there was crickets with women, but it was more likes and stuff with guys. It's really funny.
Absolutely. That's a propaganda they're using. They're just saying that, right? How you doing, brother? They're just saying that so that we buy this bullshit. Like, no, everyone knows women are weaker than men, period. They're slower, they're stupider, they're weaker physically. Like, that's it. You're a fucking woman, I'm a fucking man. Test me. You know what I mean? Let's go. Test me or my brothers, any of them. Fuck you. Let's go. Right now. Okay? I'll beat you in every fucking thing. All right? I just can't have a fucking kid on a period. All right? And some guys are getting close to having a fucking period if they keep going the way they're going. So everyone knows this shit. Now, what's this propaganda that we can't even say that? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.